Hello everyone, welcome to KBK P6 Planner and Scheduler YouTube channel. As a project manager, we want our project activity to flow according to a logical sequence. However, projects are often challenged by client imposed completion dates, weather conditions, and various site-specific issues. This is where constraints comes into play. Today, I will show you step by step how to correctly apply constraints without damaging your schedule critical paths. Stay with us. First, let's look what a constraint actually is. A constraint is a method used to restrict an activity from flowing in its purely logical sequence due to external factors. In a simple term, it's a command we give the software saying this task must start or finish on this specific date. We use constraints for several reasons, such as contractual milestones, site handover dates, procurement timelines, for example, arrival of imported materials, and for others. Now that we understand the concept, let's jump into Primavera P6 and see how it works. So this is our sample project. So in this case, we're gonna add some constraints. Let's say in our project, you have contacted the ready-mix concrete supplier and they told you their trucks are fully booked and cannot deliver until March 23rd. So in this case, this is our constraints. So because our pour concrete will be started on 16 March 26, but our concrete suppliers, they say they will make ready the concrete by March 23rd. So we have to add a constraint for pour C25 concrete. So to add that one, you have to click this one first, then go to the status bar. So here at the below, you will see the constraints. So in the primary constraints, you have to add the start or after. This one is the soft constraints. We have hard constraint as well. In our case, we will use this one. So for the date portion, you have to add that date, which is the March 23rd, that the concrete supplier will provide in this date. So click the select, and then now you add here. But now you have to click the schedule button. Before that one, I will show you, before I press the schedule button, I will show you one thing here. If you see this activity, port C25 concrete, which is a critical activity which has a 0 total float. So since we make a delay on this one, of course the project completion date will be changed. Now it's 11 April 2026, so it's gonna delay. Also the original duration, the 78th day, will increase. So now once you see this one, we're gonna press the schedule button, which is the F9, then you will see the changes, and then press the schedule and click yes. So as you can see here, the project completion date is changed. Previously it was 78 days, now it's 87, so it will affect the duration as well. Completion date, previously it was April 11 2026, now it's become April 18 2026. Now this constraint has a change on the project completion date as well. So you see the activity, the pour C25 concrete, which is this one. Previously it doesn't have a start button at the top. Now it has a start button at the top that will tell you that this activity has a constraint on it. So when you see something start, you have to click here and you have to see the status bar, and then you will see the constraint is added here. So this is how you add your constraint on your project. So as you have seen, constraints are vital for making your schedule realistic. However, to keep your schedule flexible and healthy, you must use them carefully. As a general rule of thumb or best practice, constraints should not exceed 5% of your total productivities. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and comment to help us reach more professionals. Do not forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you.